to speak in English more than me. Yeah? For you to practice your English. Yeah. You are here to make mistakes. You are here to learn from your mistakes. Do you see what I mean? Yeah, because it's only by learning from your mistakes do you improve. Sorry, I'll throw in a bit of life coaching as well. Okay. So you need to speak and I need to listen. And then I need to come back and say, well, talk like this or say it like that. So over to you. I've just made my wife a cup of tea. Can I go and take it to her, please? Thank you very much. So have a think about what you'd like to talk about when I come back, only briefly, and we can sort of have a short session and then you can go away and think about it. All right? All right. Right, hello. What are you going to talk to me about? The children. Future. Future. It's F. Couture. Couture. Culture. Culture. C-U-L-T-U-R-E. Culture. 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 Yeah, so that's how I would pronounce it as you call a native speaker. It's culture. So my culture or your culture? Well, England isn't like a Harry Potter film. Have you ever seen a Harry Potter film? Harry Potter. It's a series of 3 films. Have you ever seen any? It's England is not like that. That is a caricature, not a true picture of English life. Harry Potter is not real. It's a story. Yeah, that is not English culture or English life. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. So it may all be relative, but England has the same positives and minuses that other countries have, like yours. There is wealth, money, yeah, and that is with the top 1% of the population own 80% of the national wealth, and there is a lot of poverty. Have you ever heard of the 80-20 rule? 80, yeah, 80%, 20% of the population own 80% of the wealth, and 80% of the population live on the other 20%. Yeah. So, like any country, there is a mixture. There are wealthy areas, there are poor areas, there are good things, and there are bad things. Most countries only like to show the good things, yeah, the positive things, the things that sort of show it off in what the politicians consider to be a good light. So that is why with England or Britain, whatever you want to call it, they will only show you the Queen, the Queen of England, with the crown on her head, Prince Harry, Prince Charles, the royal family, yeah, because they are as much a political figurehead as they're more a tourist attraction as they are a head of state, like a president or whatever. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Your microphone is coming and going. Sometimes I can hear you very, very well. Other times your voice is dropping. Now that's good. That's the more you come into the screen, the better is the sound coming from your end. So the more you come into the screen, the better I can hear you. Yeah, so I don't know where your microphone is, but when you come towards the screen, I can hear you much better. Yeah, that's excellent. That's very good. Excellent. Yeah. I mean, the problem with the English and the British, they still think that their culture and influence is important. Yeah. Whereas, unfortunately, for our Prime Minister, Mr. Boris Johnson, the British influence waned, decreased, diminished a long time ago. Whereas I think historians have said that the 19th century was the English century, the 20th century was the American century, and the 21st century will be the Chinese century. Do you see what I'm trying to say? Do you agree or do you disagree? Yeah, because they are both the dominant economic power and possibly the most dominant military power. So they interlock both financial, military come together. So they are the world power in effect. Yeah, you know, because America is like all empires, they expand and decline. Yeah, an empire grows, a country grows, becomes important, and then sort of subsides. Yeah, do you see what I'm trying to say? So unfortunately, America hasn't come to terms, neither has Britain come to terms with the fact that their power and influence is diminishing, dropping, going down, and that the Chinese power is increasing and expanding. Would you agree with that? You don't have to. You can disagree with me. You don't have to agree with me on everything. Please disagree. A debate is much more interesting if people have different views. Yeah. So British culture, I think, going back to your question, is not as influential or as important as it once was. It's a bit like the role of the Greeks in early history to the Romans. As the Greek Empire declined, the Roman Empire increased in the 2,000 years ago. So as the Greek Empire declined, the Roman Empire came up. So that I think is what is happening to the Western world. The Western world relatively is declining, whereas China and other countries in your part of the world are sort of, their power and influence is increasing. I'll shut up about that. When anybody says to you London, what is the first thing that you think of? Yeah, if somebody said London to you, what would come into your mind? What would you think about? I mean, is it? So, go on, go on. They're not. I am married. I am married to someone from London. She is a Cockney. Yeah, Cockney. COCKNEY. Kney. That means she's a native Londoner, yeah? She's not polite. But maybe that's because we've lived together for too long. What would you think that foreigners, the view that foreigners like me have of Vietnam? Your microphone has gone again. I'm not hearing you. Your microphone, I've lost the sound. No, that's better now. The more you come towards the screen, the better I can hear you. Yeah. Yeah. I went too quickly. I spoke too quickly. Yeah. What do you think foreigners like me think when somebody says Vietnam to them? What do you think they think of? What is the first thing that comes into their head? Yeah, that's much better. That's very good. Very good. Excellent. Crazy traffic. Oh, motorbikes. Yeah, because everybody rides a motorbike, you mean? Traffic. Traffic. Traffic on a motorbike. Yeah. Helmet. Yeah, that's good. That's a good word. Yeah. So they don't obey any rules. Yeah. Don't obey the rule. Yeah. 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 Mm. In England, there are electric powered scooters, and they go everywhere. You as a pedestrian, as somebody who walks on the pavement on the side of the road, there are bicycles, electric scooters, etc. You're right there. Am I seriously? Am I interrupting something you were doing already? Am I interrupting you? And were you doing some work or something before? You don't understand the wetching? What, sorry, I don't know what wetching means. You mean the accent? Oh, question. Question, question, question. Yeah, that's good. You're saying it, you're saying the Q like a W. You want question, question, question. No, question, question. Not Western, question, question. Yeah, keep going. Question. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It's a cue. Yeah, that's very good. You said you didn't understand the question. Is that right? Yeah. Um, I was trying to make the comparison. There's here in England people who ride bicycles, and electric scooters. Have you heard of electric scooters? No. All right, just let's keep it to bicycles. They ride on the pavement, the side of the road with the pedestrians. So they are weaving in and out of the likes of you and me, a bit like your motorcycles are disobeying all the rules. Yes. So it's a common problem. Yes. It is very dangerous if you are a pedestrian. Yeah. Yeah. Um, what else would you? What else would you think that a foreigner like me would think of about Vietnam? Yeah. but you go on. Yeah. But you must have seasonal weather. The weather must change through the year. Yeah. I'm losing. Hello, I'm losing you again. I can't hear you. Yeah, you're going back from the microphone. When you like that, I can hear you much better. When you talk, yeah, that's better. I can hear you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Can I say, whilst England is not a tropical country like yours, um, there is a feeling, especially amongst young men, that they wear shorts, short trousers, shorts all the time, and t-shirts. But because it is much colder here, even in summer, they still wear a top. They still wear a top. So they don't take their tops off as they do in your country. Do, does that not does that not offend people in your country when the men take their shirts off, or is that normal behavior? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm. Yeah. Does it offend people that the men take their shirts off in the south? Does it offend people? Does it upset people that they only have their shorts on? Sorry, I'm not making myself very clear, am I? You said that in the south of your country, the men only wear shorts in the warm weather. Shorts, you know, short trousers, short trousers. Yeah, but when you say that they take their shirts off in the warm weather, when they take them off, does that offend or upset the people around them? Oh, it's only around the house then. It's only in the house. It's not in the street. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. What else would you think uh, explains or springs to mind to a foreigner about Vietnam? But did foreign tourists come to Vietnam during the COVID or pandemic, or did they stay away? Did they come to Vietnam as tourists, or did they stay away during COVID, the COVID pandemic? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't hear what you're saying again. You're going back again. Hang on a minute. My power on my computer is going down. Yeah. It, you are better now. I can hear you much better now. It seems to be when you move into the screen, I can hear you much better. But when you move away, when you move back, I can't hear you. Now that is, no, don't apologize. Don't be crazy. Please don't bother. That is much better. That is, where are we? Where's the camera? That is when you're there, I can hear you. That's good. When you go back, no, I can't hear you. So, yes, I can hear you clearly now. Thank you very much. Can I? No, don't worry about it. Can I say, I think some advice, if you want it, I think you need to practice as much as you can actually talking. I think you need to take little baby steps with your English, and build on what you've got now, what you know and understand now, and practice. There are things in English on YouTube. I'll email them or messenger you them, where you can listen to a native English speaker. Also, what is your degree in? What will you be qualified? Is it to do with finance, or is it to do with history? Is it to do with commerce? Your degree, the degree that you've started. Yeah. Yeah. There is a podcast that I will recommend to you, but that's done weekly by a paper called the Financial Times. It's in English, and again, it will improve, I would hope, as much as your speaking skills, your listening skills. Do you see what I'm trying to say? If you can listen, where are you going? Listening is as important as speaking. Yeah. So I'll put those two things in Messenger. I think you have a good start from what I can hear you say. I think you need to build your confidence. Yeah, build your confidence in speaking in English. You've got the foundations. You've got the foundations. So what you need to do is build on those foundations. Yes? Do you see what I'm trying to say? You need to build your confidence. You need to listen so that it goes there and then to there. So hear it there and then speak it. You see what I mean? So hopefully, if you spend some time listening to the YouTube item or the podcast, you will become acquainted with the pronunciation of English, because I understand it's your ideal that you want to be able to speak like, or more like, a native English speaker. Am I correct? Yeah. Okay. So don't let me do all the talking. We're here for you to practice. Yes. So that's what you need to think. Practice, 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 because that is the only way that you are going to achieve your goal. Yeah. So don't let me shout at you. Don't let me dictate to you. You are the one that is driving this situation. You are the one riding the bike on the pavement in this arrangement. Yes. So please don't stop me if I'm not helping you. yeah, and point me in the direction that you want to go in terms of your language learning. I'll sign off and let you have a rest from me going on, but I'll put in Messenger or email those two sites for you, and you can perhaps try them at least. Is that okay? Is that all right? Yeah. The YouTube site and the Financial Times site, which are both in spoken English, and you can listen to them on your own account. Yeah. What I would suggest is when you are ready, you come back to me and say, can we do a face-to-face for whatever, you know, half an hour or an hour or whatever. I was like, is that all right? Sorry, I'm coughing. Is that all right? Good. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Because I think you need to grow your confidence, your self-confidence, your confidence in speaking. I mean, I can do within reason as many sessions as you want, but you have to lay out the groundwork yourself, I think. I will messenger the two websites for you, and perhaps on your own, in your own time, at your own pace, you can listen, if you find them useful, to these two websites. Is that all right? Yeah. What do you think so far? Yeah. Has this impromptu exercise been any use to you? Has this particular session, albeit it was unplanned, been any use to you? When it goes together, what, has this been any use to you? Has this chat been any use to you? Am I giving you a headache? You're looking a bit lost. Shall, go on. Don't feel embarrassed. It is only natural. It's not you. It's probably as much me. And to use a cliche, we're only beginning the journey, shall we say? Yeah, we're only starting out on the journey if you want to carry this on. Yeah, yeah. So shall we finish now? And I'll do a recap via messenger, and you can rest your ears. Okay. So thanks and goodbye. Yeah. Bye now. Yeah, I will. Bye.